Da 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 da. Wait, we gotta save that. I need to get I need a program, one of these buttons to do a slow zoom in on the wide. That would look sick. We're live.
Oh.
And by the way, guys.
This camera, that camera, that camera.
Wait. Point to your camera.
This camera.
That camera.
That camera.
All right. We're a lot more set up than we were last time. The lighting's a little bit better. Everything's incrementally improving, so you can be excited about that. And in other ways that it's incrementally improving, Anisa, share with us the news that...
We're becoming a more heteronormative couple.
Oh, my God.
Wah, 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 wah.
Wait, are you referring to my...
Well, you shaved your head.
Okay.
And my hair's growing. There was like a bunch of people.
Oh, your hair's growing. My hair's lessening.
Yeah. There were people in the comments that were upset that your hair was longer than mine.
Yeah.
But don't worry, guys. We are conforming to the heteronormative.
Oh, you know what? It's like that ratio. Less than 7 years plus half your age or whatever it is.
Yeah, I think it's like half your age plus 7 years.
There should be a rule for hair length.
Half your woman's hair plus 2 inches.
Is as long as you can go. That's fucking good. I like that. Fuck.
Yeah, before you become a little queer-coded.
Yeah. Okay, so, no, I was actually pointing at you for the purpose of telling people, we heard your voices.
Oh, we're talking about Dane.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, we did. We heard you loud and clear.
So we're going to make it happen. I don't know how we're going to make it happen, but...
Wait, is your mic uncircumcised and mine circumcised?
I'm glad you've noticed. Yeah. No, when I was putting it on, I was like, oh, this is actually much cooler because it's hiding all of the, like...
It looks like you're talking into a big... Like, you know that furry red guy from Warner Brothers?
Yeah.
His big uncircumcised cock. That's what it looks like you're talking into right now.
Unserpent-sized. Serpent-sized. Is that where that term comes from? Serpent-sized?
I don't think that's a term. I think you made that up.
I'm serpent-sized.
Okay, wait. We're bringing Dane back. Here's the thing. We were gonna bring him back this episode, but Ian wants him to like be a remote control producer and live switch from his apartment.
The Bahamas.
From the Bahamas.
Yeah.
We should give him a green screen where he's in the Bahamas.
Oh yeah. The possibilities are endless. Him being in another location.
Well, so. We wanted to have him on this time, but Ian wants to perfect what he has going on before Dane comes on.
Yeah.
But I'm worried about your live switching abilities.
Yeah, I am too, but that's okay. Maybe this will be the last episode I'll have to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were some recommendations of like what we can do for bringing Dane in remotely. Someone had mentioned a program. I forget what it was. I screenshotted it. But I'm using, if you guys have any like fucking brain blasts out there, I'm currently working with this software called Moonlight. I think it's called Moonlight. And another one that goes with it called Sunshine.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you making that up?
No, that's what they're called. And so far it's working, but the issue that I'm running into is that we're basically casting this computer that is running all of our shit. We would be casting that to Dane's location, so it would be mirrored to Dane's location. And then Dane's feed of his webcam and his voice and everything would have to come here. And he would need to not hear himself back, kind of thing.
You know, like that Star Trek movie with the time traveling that's very confusing?
Maybe.
What you're explaining hurts my head more than that movie.
Yeah.
And that's really saying something.
Yeah. It's way too complicated. But...
Either way, though, even if we can't get him to be a remote producer, we will bring him back on we'll do the live switching, and we'll just have him on. He'll be on next week's episode. He'll be back.
Oh, true.
He's taking a
'Cause he
vacation.
doesn't necessarily. Oh, true.
Did you just think of that?
I did. I was so balls deep in. Wow, that was like such a JoJo Siwa thing to say.
No, balls deep. That's true.
Yeah, no, it's true.
No, it's not. No, actually, no. That's
But I am balls deep in the premise.
Yeah.
That he needs to be a remote live switcher.
Okay, I didn't know.
For me, I'm like, oh, so much value.
Oh.
He can live switch. We don't have to fucking touch it. We just
Yeah.
walk into the room, press a button. He's on there. He's doing all the diddly doos.
He lives.
Diddly winks.
He lives in the
lives
computer.
in the machine.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's like a little hamster, Dane the hamster.
Yeah.
That could be his persona.
And they could do Dane the hamster dance.
Wait, I really like that. No, but I thought, okay, so this is clearing up a lot because I thought that you were like, I only want him on if I can figure out the producer stuff, and if I can't, then we'll bring him on just video.
I wasn't even thinking of that. Yeah.
Okay,
But
well,
that's brilliant.
Next week we'll bring him on regardless whether or not he's live switching.
Yeah. It is tricky regardless, though, because we are going to need to still figure out how he can view us, hear us live.
Secret stream.
Probably just an additional computer.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
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 But it's worth it.
But
It's
just
Dane.
more fucking cords and cables going everywhere. Yeah.
It made me. I messaged him. I was like, Dane, they want you back. And Dane texts me, and he's like, I watched it. Energy seems the same to me, but sure, I'll come back. I'm such a Dane.
Dude, yeah.
Energy seems the same to me.
So cool. Okay, so yeah. For all of you opining to have Dane on, he will be on momentarily. Not momentarily.
Terribly?
At some point.
No, next week. We're setting a hard deadline. He'll be here next week.
Next week.
Yeah. Ian's cranky because he's been editing his Max and Chad video and also doing this at the same time. So he feels like he can't concentrate on one or the other.
True. Also, shout out to all my Mexican brethrens out there.
That one's supposed to be the best one.
It is. It's quite good. It's a little bit more juicy.
Nectar.
More
Does it have
juice.
nectar in it?
It probably says nectar
Like
somewhere on the
2% nectar.
2% nectar. Yeah, it says fuck the juice. This is 2% nectar.
I thought you were going to say something else for some reason.
Oh, yeah, I could have said that better.
I was like, what the hell?
Juice. With a C.
Yeah. Okay. The thing with America, I think this is an American thing because I've never seen this in Canada. You guys have like drinks that advertise 10% nectar. What is nectar?
No. Wait a minute. It actually says on the side of the can 16% juice.
Oh, not nectar though.
No. I will say there are some like brands like Nantucket Nectar, which is just like a juice company, but they call it nectar.
Specifically what like bees and hummingbirds drink or hummingbirds drink? It's like in the flower, the sweet juice of the flower.
I think there are some people who just say like fuck it when it comes to where they're trying to increase their brand potential. So they're going to say shit like nectar to make something sound better. Nectar of the gods, sweet nectar.
You should make a drink
nectar
company
sounds great.
Called Nectar of the Gods.
Nectarine.
I know. That's what I always say. I love
so good.
Nectarines. Nectarines are such good fruits.
What sounds better to you, nectar or juice?
Nectar.
Yeah.
But that's because it's so nebulous. Like, it sounds like...
It could be anything.
Well, no. I think about, like, the old animation.
Oh, wait. So, like, breast milk is, like, nectar.
No. What?
Yeah. Like, when we're talking about things that are the more generic use of the word nectar.
I need to look up what the word nectar.
Why have I've heard of like nectar of the gods.
Yeah, that's like what they drink,
nectar
like the
of
delicious
the blank.
juice that they.
It doesn't always have to be juice though, from a fucking fruit.
I think specifically it is the liquid in a flower that fucking hummingbirds and shit drink. Let me look it up. Nectar definition. See, this is why see, Dane, the energy is not the same. Okay. A sugary fluid secreted by plants, especially within flowers, to encourage pollination by insects and other animals. It is collected by bees to make honey. And the second one, in Greek and Roman mythology, the drink of the gods. But it originates from the flower. So why are they saying, so are they making their juice with 10% flower cum? Because that's what that is, basically. It's like flower cum.
They probably could do that if they wanted to get, yeah. Well, you don't need to do that much, right?
But do they mean juice? Like, are they using nectar?
They might.
Like a nectarine?
I don't think it's the legal term at this point. I don't think, although...
We should sue them.
We should put...
And the planter's peanuts.
Yeah.
Sue them too.
Well, for what reason?
They don't have 15% peanuts or whatever.
Oh, the video I made?
Yeah,
that
what was
idea
it?
of the mixed nuts?
55%.
Yeah, I think it's like in mixed nuts, they promise over half, 50%, is not peanuts.
We should sue them
like that.
and the Nectar company. That's how we get the money
Nectar
back
company.
for Creator Clash.
Oh, easy.
With the Nectar of the Gods, the one that says 10% nectar on the...
We're getting too distracted.
Okay, sorry. Okay, I'm done.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Guys, we are fielding opinions about the uncircumcised sock over the mic. We can obviously do, I think I'd need to order another one to cover this part of it down to there. Same thing for yours.
I want to...
It would need to go further.
A glove so it's holding it. So it's like
so it's like a sweater arm. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. I think that.
Okay, we could each do our own.
Oh, let's make a custom craft.
That would be like a cool video or something.
Like we're in grade 3 and that's the project.
Yes, and we each deck out our own arm.
Customize our arm.
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
When I was looking online for some inspiration of what people do for their podcasts, I did notice everyone puts the effort into the background.
Yeah, nobody puts effort into
a neon sign and shit like that. And I was like, fuck that. You have this cool fucking arm that articulates, and although we need to be careful with it right now because it's hanging on by a thread. But this seems like the perfect fucking thing to make unique and quirky.
So ideas, my 2 ideas.
Okay.
Elephant trunk. Okay, that's number 1, elephant trunk. Number 2
what would the elephant trunk be made out of? How are you gonna... Like
a stuffed animal, I would take a purpley gray
Not
color.
as knitted as this.
No.
More like a flat surface, like a
It would be
animal.
like a high pile, fluffy.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Elephant trunk. You do a purple gray and then a pink. And then you put the little triangle.
That's awesome.
The little grabby at the end. And it could be grabbing the mic. And it could be the elephant's under the chair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Either that or this, and then just put a stuffed glove and have it hold it.
Yeah, that's sick. Yeah. I like both of those. So you calling this uncircumcised makes me think that I could do
a penis,
a peach, a more skin tone version of this,
light pink at the top. So you're talking to a massive dick.
Yeah, that would be very.
People would really like that.
That might be good to pull out for a single certain podcast.
I was gonna say there's definitely a certain side of the internet that likes to make videos about you that would love for you to talk into a giant penis.
True.
So
I'll do that
if you want a fan service for them.
Yeah. And I guess the other one that I might do, I was thinking what would go over this real easy is one of those vent cover, not cover, but you remember Robot Dad thing that I filmed with William Osman and Michael Reeves?
You know what's so crazy about that?
Seen...
Yeah, I'm either extremely involved, deeply involved,
or not at all.
Or not at all. I haven't even seen a clip from that video.
Oh, that's crazy.
I haven't seen a clip from that video. I've never seen Hair Cake. I've never seen any of the Deadly Twisters. I've never seen what else have you done that would the Robot Dad stuff. The other one I've never seen, but I saw you make the prop for was the Robot Squirrel with William Osman as well.
Oh, okay.
I never saw that. So that's really it. I wonder why that is. It's either I'm involved in the project, so I know deeply the ins and outs, or I don't.
Right. No, that makes sense.
Because there's some things I'm he should have that. You know?
Yeah. Have fun.
The game that you're making.
Yeah.
That's he should have that. I have no I don't even fucking know what's going on at all with that.
The
so.
arms of the robot dad are that like metallic, you can like accordion almost.
Oh, for like
duct work or whatever.
Yeah.
Something that you would put in the back of a dryer
Okay.
to blow out all of the lint.
Was I in the house when
No,
that?
definitely not. But putting one of those metal things over this,
That would be cool. Yeah.
that would work.
Yeah.
It wouldn't look as nice though, because this is like, I don't know, kind of, what would you call it? It tightens around it a little bit more. That one would have no wiggle room.
Make a snake
A snake would be good.
with like an open mouth.
Oh, open mouth right here, like it's eating the mic.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's sick. Good idea. Good idea. But yeah, the set's coming along. We're going to put. I just frightened Fiona by pounding on the wall.
At least we know our guard dog's working.
There's a demon in the house.
Yeah, Fiona literally sounded off like she she fucking discovered Cthulhu's in our basement.
Yeah. I should have just like opened the door so she can come down here.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But yeah, we're working on the set. It will look more greebly and more disgusting over time.
Yeah, disgusting in a good way.
In a good way. Also, like Ian's been gifted Flash not once but twice by Australian tattoo artists, and it's a really cool
So
Flash.
cool.
So we'll put that up on the wall somewhere.
Yeah.
People don't. I feel like we should talk about our tattoos more, because I think one of the weirdest things people say when we get tattooed or like we have our tattoos showing is people are like, looks like you walked into a shop and said, give me everything you got.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, kind of.
Or you threw a dart at the wall.
Yeah,
It's like that's the premise of some of these tattoo places is literally just fucking
to throw a dart.
Yeah. And see where it hits.
I mean, that's what Flash collecting is.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know if maybe people don't know that, but yes, that is what is happening on our bodies. We do walk into a shop and sometimes we'll be like, I don't know, what do you want to do today, to the artist? And the artist will pull out Flash.
Yeah, that might sound fucking crazy to someone who maybe wants to. Well, I have the camera coming sometime today. By the way, guys, I did order a new camera for the wide because this is a different camera.
Yeah.
And it might have arrived.
Whatever. I think you should
matter.
ignore it and then just pick it up from the USPS.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
Fiona's loving it.
Yeah, Fiona's loving it. Oh, no, you should go. Yeah, the guy's going nuts. Okay, he'll be right back. When you open the door...
Package acquired.
When you open the door, why did he go, hey? Because I heard it.
That's funny. I realized as well when I was out there earlier today, this is like right above the door, almost exactly.
So maybe he could hear us talking.
Maybe.
Whoa.
No, I don't think so. But no, he's just very friendly. This isn't his usual route.
Oh.
So he was just like, I don't know. He was kind of taken by surprise by everything. He was like going through his fucking, what do you call that? Messenger bag full of a bunch of mail, kind of prepping for the next house. Yeah. And he was just excited that I answered the door because it was going to be a hassle if I wasn't there to pick it up.
Mailmen feel so safe.
Yeah.
Is that weird to say?
Well, it's just such a classic job.
Oh, you know what? I think it's like some Mr. Rogers shit.
Yeah.
It's like, just your nice guy who's got walking around.
It's never been glorified.
No.
It's very simple. It is also like a very social thing.
You're getting your steps in.
You're risking kind of like even... It's less nice to be like a Amazon delivery driver. Like it's less poetic and cute.
Yeah.
But for all these postal people, for them to take a step on, especially onto an American's property,
and dogs,
with dogs and guns and fucking all sorts of crazy shit they're not
true American heroes.
Yeah.
Actually, I love their uniforms too. I think they're very
cool. That reminds me, they have some pretty cool USPS swag online that you can get to like support them and also rep
That's cool.
their swag.
They won. They went on strike and they
won.
Negotiated, right?
I don't know. I think they have several times, but it's the tricky part I think about the USPS is like they're just like constantly on like a treadmill of not having funding.
Yeah. That sucks.
And it's just so weird because it is the most like used public service thing that like I don't know, even the most like diehard like small government people
they need to use it.
They use it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
They use it like crazy.
Yeah.
Because it's good. Like super competitive prices. I don't know. In any case.
We're cutting out when you left and I'm just okay, good.
And I'm just gonna come
saying,
back with the
okay. I wasn't saying anything. I was
no, it doesn't matter.
on my phone. Oh, chat, do you like my they call this a man repellent outfit apparently.
Man repellent.
Man repellent. I got my
Why do they call it a man repellent? Just because it's a skirt with a shirt?
Yeah, like
or a dress with a shirt?
Apparently, like just a lot of like good-looking women say that like when they wear this, they just don't get approached. And women who are like married say their husbands don't like it, and for some reason, oversized shirt, oversized skirt. You know, I look like I would.
Yeah, I mean, it might be one of those things where it's just like over time. That just becomes solidified in your brain of like, oh yeah, people who have this look going on are not
approachable.
To be approached. Yeah. For whatever reason.
Not approachable. There's also a lot of women who talk about wearing chunky shoes to the bar. They get approached less.
Chunky shoes?
Chunky shoes.
What does that mean?
So like, you know how I have like chunkier shoes
that
have
like a fatter wedge platform.
Yeah. So like the full thing. It's like a bigger boot, like the big chunky boots are less approachable at bars and stuff.
That feels more like probably because it makes them taller.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, probably.
Naturally, I think women would find, especially if you did it in a tricky way where you couldn't see, because obviously like every woman in a heel is going to be a few inches taller.
Yeah, no, but men like women in heels.
Yeah.
But chunky shoes.
Yeah, but that's what I mean is like, with heels that person
I understand
will be.
What you're saying.
Yeah, shorter.
Okay. Yeah.
When push comes to shove.
I think that's probably true. There was just this really pretty girl that was talking about how she's like, yeah, when I go to the bar and I don't want to be bothered by men or I don't want free drinks, I'll wear my chunky boots. And like,
man, that would be so, I wish there was a way to do it a little bit more scientifically. That was like something that bothered me about like the Mythbusters did an episode of their show where Carrie like got like fake tits or whatever, and the female Mythbuster, and just to see if people tip more with her having bigger tits, and I think it was concluded that they did. But I think they also concluded that females get more tips than men. Definitely.
Also, there's women on TikTok who have their servers and they've tried different hairstyles to see if they get more tips. And it consistently, at least this is what they're saying, when they wear pigtails, they get more tips.
Yeah, I mean, I believe that.
So
yeah. We started talking about this. What were we talking about before I mentioned the Mythbusters thing?
Big tits.
Oh,
no, that was during.
They weren't. No, I was going to say it would be cooler if there was a more scientific way to figure out like how often you're approached and like literally down to like the shoes you're wearing or the earrings you're wearing. Or like really
lipstick color,
tiny things to see what is the most like, okay, this is a purchase, because it's not a judgment of like how attractive you come across, because you can be very attractive but also seem unattainable
and not
like not something that like just maybe by the function of having a wedding ring, that would be enough. Yeah, that's not one that I really think about, but I know that a lot of other people think about is like, well, wedding ring taken.
I guess because we met when we were pretty like young, most people weren't married. I never thought to like look for wedding rings.
Never.
So interesting.
Yeah. I did lament the fact that I don't know if lament's the right word. That sounds so strong. But it frustrated me the fact that you couldn't tell generally when people were single and not. It was a little too confusing. I'm like, I don't like that. You have to like really dig deep and inquire.
It's like in
Very
Sims.
frustrating to be single with that.
In Sims, you can ask the person if they're single, but sometimes you can just flirt and see if they'll
See if they'll flirt back. Yeah.
If they'll flirt back, then you're probably like, oh, they're probably not. Although I found out that a lot of the married women with children would flirt back with me on Sims.
Evil. Evil on Sims.
I didn't know you could do that. It was so funny. I just thought it was very funny.
Yeah, that is cool.
You could like steal someone's wife on Sims.
Okay. This is for all of the people out there who know anything about cameras and tech. I bought a secondhand pocket Blackmagic Cinema 4K camera. And I'm going to use that as the wide. And I think I'm also going to use it when I need to film some documentary stuff. So let me know in the comments if you have any good suggestions for lenses for that, because I might be struggling.
When do you think you'll put out the Max and Chad video? Oh, wait, we didn't do the unbudsing, but the top comment...
I'm getting to it.
Oh, okay, I was just going to say...
That's next.
Oh, should I say anything about the top comment?
I mean, you can if you want.
I was just going to say, we talked about Australia trip for like the whole fucking podcast, basically. It just wasn't about specifically Max and Chad.
I get that. Yeah, that's good clarification. Yeah, if you want more details about me, Max, and Chad's trip, or my trip there, it's going to be kind of like unsatisfying. You just have to watch the videos that come out of it, because a lot of the stories and experiences I had with Max, Chad, whoever, they're either boring and not worth talking about. Like, we played Hearthstone for an entire day on Chad's couch. Like, there's no more details that I can give to that.
What did he cook for you, though?
I don't think... Oh, yeah, he cooked a steak one of the nights.
There you go.
Which is great.
Boom.
That's
all
something.
You need to know.
But any of the other stories that are maybe a little bit more exciting are like too personal, and I don't really want to like talk about it at length, especially when they're not my stories. They're our stories. So I don't want to say that, for other people.
There you go.
Y'all know how it is.
Yeah. Boom.
Okay. Oh, we got a lot of good stuff. Here's a comment. Bald Ian is back. Looking great. Bald Ian is back. Looking great.
You look great in all forms.
Wow.
I think you are.
That's amazing.
You have a beautiful face. And you're very healthy now, so you can pull off anything.
Thank you.
Except for a reverse faux hawk.
A reverse faux hawk.
Or no, just a faux hawk in general.
Yeah, I wouldn't want a faux hawk.
Yeah, don't wear that. That's very American Eagle 2012 coded.
Okay. Then someone says, Ian, do not get a face tattoo. And let me just say, I'm just spitballing these things. Listen, I'm
joking.
I'm impulsive.
I'm joking.
But I'm not that impulsive.
Who's more impulsive, me or you?
You.
Me?
You. Absolutely. Not a question in my mind. Yeah, I just like thinking about it now. If I were to get any sort of tattoo on my head, we already talked about it. It would be very, like, not in your face, maybe behind the ear, some simple shit like that. Maybe on the neck somewhere. It's not going to disrupt the face. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about a face tattoo.
You're comforting commenters over me. That's so funny.
Wait. Do you need comforting?
No, that's why it's funny. Because I don't.
Oh, right. You don't care. You're just like, yeah, whatever.
I literally don't give a shit.
True.
But commenters, you have to comfort.
Don't worry.
Don't worry,
Don't
babe.
worry, commenters.
Don't worry, babe. I'm not going to do it.
Okay, cool.
Funny.
Yeah. Someone says, I will never recover from the loss of Dane, who will quote and make Minecraft references now. Yeah, that is sad.
He's coming back. When he comes back, you should play the Content Cop royalty-free music. How does it go?
Right. What we do
Here is go back. And when it goes, nah, and then Dane comes on the screen.
Yeah, okay.
Man, Dane, when Ian was doing his walkout for the first Creator Clash, Dane was like, do you mind if I put this music in here? Uh-huh. And I'm so glad he did, because that arena, like, man, I wish everybody that was listening to this podcast could experience Creator Clash, especially the first one. That was insane. I thought my like insides were coming out of my fucking mouth. I was so like,
that was nuts,
strung on energy, and it was so loud. The arena was so loud, and when that music started playing, everyone was screaming, like, and it was like shaking it was the point where like Tampa, the people who own the arena, they wanted to put us in the bigger arena the next year, because they were like, this is literally the most insane thing. The person who owns the Amalie Arena actually missed going to the Taylor Swift concert to watch Creator Clash the second year.
So sick.
Yeah. I was just thinking about that music and like how it evoked something.
It's like, oh damn, not a lot of people have that unless it's like literally your music or something.
I'm like mad that we don't reminisce. Our memories around Creator Clash are so unfortunately like locked behind a very...
I mean, with time, it'll get better. Yeah. I'm also not one to reminisce.
Yeah.
I don't like to do it because it does feel like a private, personal thing.
I don't know. It was really special.
Yeah.
I think, if we get to do Creator Clash 3, which we're cooking on, if you can get a chance to get a ticket, I think that is like, I'm obviously biased, but like I've been to like live events before. That was insane both years. When Harley fell out of the ring.
Yeah.
Like.
It's so crazy. Fucking crazy.
Well, when Harley like
different feel.
Harley's intro for the second year when he was sitting in the stands.
I know.
That was nuts.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I don't know. It was crazy. Definitely worth it. And we priced it so fair.
I know.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I mean, we almost sold the arena out during Taylor Swift. So
yeah.
I mean,
now all we got to do is get Taylor Swift on the card.
Taylor, you owe us.
Maybe Taylor's bodyguard will do it.
Oh, the one who...
I will fight for you, Taylor.
She walks out with him.
Yeah.
Singing, she'd be singing Our Tears.
Fuck if I know what that
our
means.
Song. I fucked up 2 songs. Tears on My Guitar and Our Song are 2 songs, and I put them together. She would sing Our Song, and she'd come out bopping.
Yeah, my favorite Taylor Swift song is Bring Me Back to Life.
Is that a Airsoft Fatty?
Yeah, it is. Okay.
Good. Do you
what else
remember?
Anisa, you said small children living in a hotel should never, ever be done.
Sweet Life of Zach and Cody wants a word.
Yeah.
Is that what it says?
It did, yeah.
I was thinking about that when I was talking about it.
Yeah, The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I thought that's very funny.
That is a dream, though. Like, you think about it from the kid's perspective, you have, like, a lot of freedom.
If Ashley Tisdale, London Tipton, Mosby, and that quaint fat waiter that they tried to put on a diet with a single chocolate chip were in a hotel and I lived there, that would be the dream. Unfortunately,
that's not the world we live in.
That's not what your hotel experience would be like if you were a child.
It could be, but you'd have to luck out. It would have to be 0.0001% chance.
Yeah.
Probably. Might be a little complicated. Oh, yeah, this is what someone said. Something called Parsec to switch things
Sounds
with
like
Dane.
a Pokemon.
I don't know if that's going to work, but
Parsec.
Anyway. For Ian saying we need honeycomb ice cream out here in America, you need to try Van Leeuwen's peanut butter brownie honeycomb ice cream.
I've heard about
Best
that.
I've ever had.
There's some at the store near us.
Really?
I don't know if it's that flavor, but they've got a lot of Van Leeuwen.
Van Leeuwen, okay. Sick.
It's also their storefronts. Van Leeuwen's like a standalone, yeah.
Oh.
So
here, you think?
I think so. Seattle loves ice cream. Yeah. We have Salt and Straw. We have
Frankie and Joe's.
Well, Frankie and Joe's is like local to Seattle and Oregon. But we also have there's another one that's really popular with the hairless cat logo.
Not familiar, but I believe you.
Anyways.
Oh, man. This one's... So last episode, we rambled on and on about Hotel Jesus. Someone says, hopefully some interesting insight, but as an Australian, I'd say Jesus with the H, aka Jesus, is much more likely. From what I gather, America seems to have a lot more loud Jesus lovers than we do. Most white Australians are atheists, and if they do love Jesus, it's usually very quietly, as it's very normal to be questioned or even ridiculed socially for having religious beliefs.
Wow.
Christianity and Catholicism broadly, you'd be considered racist by the younger generation, and the politically left for the similar views on Judaism or Islam, for example, but it does happen, especially from boomers. Also, the fact that it's a trendy Mexican restaurant in Collingwood, I'm 110% sure that it's the Spanish pronunciation. Collingwood is part of a larger group of suburbs in Melbourne that are known for being PC and very respectful when it comes to cultural accuracies.
There you go.
I think that's a
Hotel
good enough
Jesus.
explanation. Oh, also, someone had just said, like, it's pronounced the same. Like, it's like if you're speaking English, you pronounce it Jesus. If you're speaking Spanish, it's Jesus. Which...
That's not the same, though.
What do you mean?
It's not pronounced the same. One's Jesus and one's
No,
Jesus.
but it's correct for each.
Oh, no. That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, and that's kind of, I think, what I was harping on in the last episode anyway.
With, like,
I think that
Rachel
was
Dozel.
right.
What's her name?
Rachel
Not
Dolezal.
What?
Giada De Laurentiis.
Yeah, that her.
Where it's like, yeah, technically, like, if you're speaking Spanish or Italian, you should pronounce it prosciutto.
Huh?
Prosciutto, or whatever. I don't know. And it was also said when I was, I had mentioned the guy who says, inconceivable. I was like, sounds like something from a cartoon. Do you know what cartoon I was thinking of?
Invaders
Most likely. Lemon Grab from Adventure Time.
Oh!
Yeah. What does he say?
Unacceptable!
Yeah, that's a little bit more yelly, though. The other one's like nerdish. Inconceivable.
Yeah, but you kind of say it like lemon grab.
True. Unacceptable.
Man, I love Adventure Time so much.
Yeah, I haven't seen Adventure Time. I haven't
should
watched
watch
that,
it.
so...
We should watch it. Ice King and like Alzheimer's, the relationship between him and Marceline is like very... Oh my God, I was crying.
The way you like just... you grabbed like a few different themes and you just put them together, like Alzheimer's, lemon grab, tornado, beetroot. Awesome time.
It's very... I don't know.
It's sick.
Awesome. It's freaking awesome.
Well, I've seen that clip that or that connection with Alzheimer's kind of made in that TikTok. There's like a really good TikTok that like either summarizes or is ripped directly from it.
Yeah, there's like a song. That's used on TikTok.
Right,
it's like,
right.
Marceline, is it just you and me and the wreckage of the world?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Bro, we need Dane back. What the fuck? Also, the new setup is sauceless.
Sauceless.
Yeah. We're going to get a bunch of sauce.
Put a little bit of sauce.
Yeah, this time we've brought the sauce. Catsup, specifically.
Yeah. I can't believe it used to be called catsup. Cat syrup. Catsup.
Cat syrup?
It used to be called catsup. I swear.
No, I know.
Oh.
I think.
Huh?
I think.
It used to be called catsup.
Well, I doubt the validity of that.
No, Walla, look it up.
No, I know that I will find... I'm not questioning you.
Bottles of
I'm questioning the people who posted that content online.
No,
That's
I saw
who
it
I'm
in a
questioning.
documentary on History Channel.
Yeah, are they always accurate?
History Channel documentary about ketchup bottles and ketchup? It was actually about bottles. It was somebody who looks for bottles. You know, digs them out of the earth, like old medicine bottles.
I feel like
stuff.
I remember seeing something like that.
Yeah, it's like a documentary, and he digs up some ketchup bottles, and he's like, "This is back when it was called catsup."
Wow.
And you can see, and it apparently
What was
wasn't,
the reason for that?
I don't know. It wasn't exclusive to tomatoes. It was like any vinegar, fruit, or
vinegar-based thing.
vinegar like vegetable-based sauce. I can't remember, but
You know what? That makes me feel like we could do a lot more vinegar-based sauces like that.
what have
It
you ever
would
had
be-
banana ketchup?
No,
That's
Real
what
thing?
Jollibee spaghetti sauce.
you can't be hitting that.
Sorry, I'm having a time.
tantrum?
I'm having a nervous meltdown.
Okay, no, everything's fine. Everything's fine. It's okay.
You've never had banana ketchup.
No, nor a nervous meltdown.
Ian's solution to when his wife is having a nervous meltdown is to repeat, "Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine."
Yeah, and it helps. No, I haven't had banana ketchup. But yeah, all these, I feel like these are good ideas for that question when people ask, what condiment are you fucking raw dogging if ketchup disappeared off the earth completely?
Banana
And,
ketchup.
Yeah, I think it might be another vinegar-based catsup, cat syrup. I feel like Dane is really important to the dynamic of the podcast. Like, he didn't talk a lot, but I think he really made the conversations more open. And I think the two-person podcast really benefits from the occasional third voice.
Yeah, I agree.
We agree with that. It's nice. That was, like, obviously the idea in the beginning. It was like, oh, yeah, this is fucking sick. But it was a lot more convenient when we had The Office.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, we're trying to make sound financial decisions, but it's also difficult because everything's changing and we're just trying to figure out how to like do this and have you upload and like, you know.
Yeah. We're honing in on a solution to it all.
What is that shirt? What is it?
Oh, yeah, this shirt is...
Supernatural.
Well, I know it might be a collab, but it is Skinner is the artist.
Oh, it's a Skinner shirt.
Yeah.
Nice.
Skinner was on the hot seat. He's an awesome artist.
I love
He's very
him.
funny. We always quote him on the show when he says he's reminiscing about E.T. and he's like, "It made me sick."
Made me sick.
It's a fucking awesome line. He's referring to E.T. like curled up in the ditch.
Yeah.
So funny.
Made me sick.
But yeah, this is, I think, some sort of collab, or it's either his thing entirely. I don't know. I loved it because I needed more long sleeve shirts, and I love the long sleeve shirts that go so far as to put a little something something on the sleeve.
True.
Makes it a little bit more unified.
Yeah. It is awesome. It is awesome.
And then someone said, "Oh, you finally got rid of that disgusting mullet finally." Two finallys.
Man,
Finally, the heir of the mullet has come to an end.
that's the only thing that makes me sad.
Is
about,
how wretched people are
Yeah.
about like losing the mullet.
like people are excited that
Yeah.
you shaved your head.
Yeah, it's so
weird.
like, yeah, it's so normy
Yeah, it's just
to me.
strange.
It's just like,
Well, like, why do you care? Why does anyone care?
Yeah,
People cared more about you having a mullet than me shaving my head, and I was the one who was doing OnlyFans, like modeling.
True.
Like, people paid for the way that I looked. Nobody
Right.
was paying for how you looked.
true.
I mean, but some people probably were.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. It's
Viewing
hard.
for-
Yeah, you don't know to the extent that they're like, it's not the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
even the set changing or something switching. I wonder, like, for people who are really, I don't know, who have been in it for a while, like a Rhett and Link, like how their little visual changes, like kind of come
I
back.
remember, yeah. Oh, I was just going to say, I remember the day Donkey announced that he wasn't going to play League of Legends anymore. And
Right.
everyone was shitting themselves.
Yeah.
Because I played League. I was like heavily in the League community. I was a streamer.
Oh man.
And the day that Donkey was just like, yeah, I don't want to play this anymore, gave a very valid like explanation, like made a whole video about it. And like everybody was coming into other League streamers like streams and being like, did you see that Donkey blah, blah, blah? Can you believe him? Blah, blah, blah. And everyone was like, like Donkey had like murdered
Yeah.
the CEO of League or something. It was so insane. So I don't know. You make a change for yourself and
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Forgot that happened.
That is funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
That's big news. He doesn't really have, like, he was mainly making League.
Yeah, he was a
content at that
huge
time.
League creator.
Okay.
That's
Interesting.
how
Now
I
he's
knew.
like strictly variety.
Yeah, yeah.
Like never getting like pigeonholed in
I'm sure he
singular
thinks
thing.
about it all the time, how smart he was for like getting out when he did.
Yeah.
Because like League has, I mean, it's got its core audience, but it's definitely not.
Yeah. It's hard to be a creator attached to a particular game.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people where there's like, I mean, Dane's a great example of that, right? Like Dane has stayed like so attached to Team Fortress 2, at least online. I don't know if he's playing it the same amount that he did ages ago, but he's really themed his channel around TF2 in a lot of big ways, and it seems really good for his channel. But there are other creators, like I think of like Repellent, who's like, he's done things in like phases where it's been like, I don't know, like 5 years, maybe more of like strictly playing World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
And then 5 years of playing strictly Hearthstone. And then now it's looking like maybe like 5 years of strictly playing Hearthstone Battlegrounds.
Well, like
Not strictly. He plays other games, but it's like you only go for that content during that era.
Bread and butter is whatever he's on. And I will say that like, so the first gaming content creator I was ever introduced to was Repellent, because my ex, before I was even online, he was a huge Repellent fan because he was a huge Path of Exile fan.
Right.
And that's what Repellent was doing at the time. And I found it really interesting because Repellent has cornered this archetype that I don't think exists for any other creator, which is he's just a genius at games, and whatever game he chooses, he is the person that you look to. Because that's definitely like how people saw him in Path of Exile, and then when he moved on to it was Path of Exile, Diablo, Hearthstone for him, right? World of Warcraft.
I don't think there was any peer. I mean, I could be wrong, to be honest. I think he's played a lot of Diablo, a lot of Path of Exile, but I know that back in the day, he was doing also a ton of World of Warcraft content.
Okay, so like he's just
and getting like the top in it.
That's
not
what
even
I mean.
Casually, yeah.
So he just like has really cornered this like idea, like I am the authority of whatever game I choose.
Yeah, if you go in the game,
yeah,
if I go in a game, I'm gonna do it all the way.
Yeah,
I'm not going to like play it casually, jump to a new game.
Yeah,
yeah, I like that a lot. I respect that because it's like, I don't know. I think sometimes there's a limit to it. Like for me, I would personally have a hard time staying on one game for my whole life. But I do understand wanting to have a good season. And that season might be 5 years.
Well, yeah, I think about like when World of Warcraft Classic came out, because I knew that you had played it in the past. I was a little worried because when it first came out,
oh yeah, all about it.
You wouldn't even eat.
Yeah,
I remember I had to order you Popeyes.
It's
and like
so
bring
easy not
it.
to eat when
I
you
had to bring it to you physically.
Pixels feeding you.
Yeah, it was like 38 hours or some shit that you like were in there, and I was like, this is like, I'm kind of worried. And you did it for like what? You made it to level
just level 40, and then I stopped.
40, and then all of a sudden one day you were like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, it was just so shocking. It was like you were in it completely, and I find it really interesting, and I think that's why when Kirk Honda pointed that out, that you do this thing where you're in it and then you just kind of like wipe your hands and you're like done. And I think Content Cop and things like that,
yeah,
it's the same thing where you were like really in it, and then something in your brain was like, nah.
Yeah,
because like for you with World of Warcraft, you were like, this is, why am I doing this? I've done everything that I need to do, and now I'm just wasting time. Like your brain just did that?
Yeah, it was easy to get caught up in like the nostalgia.
Yeah.
Like the first 40 levels for me were nostalgia because it didn't feel like a grind. I was still like reminiscing on things, and once I hit 40, it was like, okay, like it kind of feels like this is probably an out there comparison, but it feels like what might be doing the first leg of Everest. Right? Where it's like, all right, I did the first leg of Everest, which was like reasonable and fun, and I could say I climbed Mount Everest, so cool. Do I really want to go to the top?
Right, like you know that's a commitment.
Yeah, you can do all the math and be like, it's only going to get worse from here.
Yeah.
It's only going to get more grindy from here. Fuck that, I'm out.
And you're the king of weighing pros and cons. I think that's actually why your career was so ironclad and you did so well for so long is because you are the pro at like looking at something and being like, is this worth the risk? Is this worth doing? And when you locked onto something where you were like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
You would go all the way, but it very selective.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not really, it's interesting to see when you're in it. It's very interesting to see you work.
Well, thank you, babe.
Oh, you're welcome.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Trapped in a Ward says, I have my entire neck tattooed, and just to let you know, Ian, the front of the throat is surprisingly not as painful as you'd think.
That's shocking.
The back of the neck is way worse.
I have the back of my neck done.
Yeah. To an extent.
No, I mean, no.
It's like halfway up the neck.
Hold on. Let me like.
Okay, wait. Let me go to your cam.
Can you see?
Yeah, we could see it. I mean, it's pretty far up there, yeah.
It's I would say that's back of the neck.
Yeah.
And like,
I agree.
I'll tell you what, this was the final thing that he did. And when he showed me the, what is it called? What is it called? When
Stencil?
It's stencil. I didn't know that it went that high.
Yeah.
So when he started doing
It's
it,
like, what the fuck is happening?
it like vibrates your whole
Yeah.
fucking, and he had me sit on a chair. So I was lying down for the majority of it, but for the neck, because of like how you lie and stuff, it like gets all warped. So he had me sit on a chair and like, bend my head forward. And that was like, because when I did the line work, I didn't do any numbing cream. I didn't do anything. And I was not fucking prepared for that shit at all. I did not think it was going to hurt that bad. My back is by far the hardest tattoo I've done. And it was 6-7 hours of line work.
Yeah.
I could not. And he told me, he was like, you have to do all of this in one session. You can't leave halfway through. We got to do all of it. So he had done all the line work and he saved the back of the neck for last.
Damn.
And that really fucking hurt. It like vibrate. It sends. The only time I've ever had that sensation is when I got my like wrists tattooed. There, when you hit this area, it sends a like a lightning bolt down your arm of pain because it hits like a nerve.
Right.
I think your nerves are like closer. So it's the same here. It sends like a lightning bolt down your spine. Fucking hurts.
Creepy.
So, have fun with. Will you ever get your back done?
I will eventually. I mean, it's just like such a big like I don't know. There's so much incentive to get like a big piece, the biggest piece.
Yeah.
But it's like, well, fuck, the biggest piece. I want that done. Like, I'm not ready for that.
What are the chances that me, you, and our other business person who works on Creator Clash all have American traditional tattoos?
It's probably pretty likely. Yeah.
We've
met a lot of people, but like, yeah. I don't
how many
know.
people have we met that have tattoos, period, and then on top of that have American traditional?
True.
It's just it's neat. The guy who works with us on Creator Clash, he just got his back done. And I like that artist.
Good.
Yeah, it looks really good. You should get your.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah, I got to find an artist that has pussy hands.
Not for your back.
Yeah, pussy hands on the back.
No, you got to get somebody who's gonna fucking drive it in there, drive it home.
No, I'm looking for pussy hands. All right.
If you have pussy hands, let us know.
Let us know. I had an idea. I was just thinking about this. The back of my neck.
Yeah.
Is like I don't know if you can see it, but I've been told that my neck gets very like dark.
It does. You have like
red.
the red line.
Yeah. And there's like a hard cutoff basically.
Yeah.
And I was thinking like, oh, what might be a good solution for my fucking red neck?
Just tattoo a little sun so it looks like a sunset.
No. Is to tattoo the whole back of my neck area.
Well, you could even do what I did because it's enough distraction that the gradient.
Yeah, but that's a good solution.
Yeah.
Because it's bothered me since people started pointing it out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that bothered you.
Well, it's just no, I mean, it doesn't bother me that much. It's just one of those things where it's like, what would be a good comparison? Like, someone, say you naturally have like very red or flushed cheeks.
Which I do.
Right. And someone says, oh shit, you're getting a sunburn.
That happened a lot to me.
That sucks, right?
The other thing that happened to me a lot growing up was just people saying, tomato face! Tomato! So
Wow. Okay. Damn.
So when you have that
I didn't know you got
happen-
bullied in that way.
Really?
That's cool.
I'll tell you all the ways I got bullied. Peeing my pants, tomato face, fat, sweaty armpits, hairy arms, fat. Twice.
See, guys, she's allowed to say I shit myself.
Yeah.
She just fucking did a fucking quad kill on herself.
Well, that's what I got bullied for.
Piss pants.
Pissing my pants.
Ugly face.
Well, that too. Oh, someone said to me this one sat with me for a long time, and I think it's a double damage because now people on the internet kind of hold on to it. Is this guy said to me in class in grade 10, he looked at me like really, taking it in my face. He was like this, and he goes, you would be hot if not for your mouth.
I say the opposite.
I was like, physically? And he goes, yeah, physically. If not for your mouth, you'd be hot.
Oh, physically, as in like you were like not verbally, right?
Right, like I thought he was saying like
You're annoying?
I swear too much or whatever.
okay.
But no, he meant like physically my mouth stops me from being attractive.
Nice.
Oh, and the other one that I dated this. I went on one date with this guy and I told him I wasn't interested because he kissed his mom on the lips for too long, and I thought it was a little weird. I didn't tell him that was why. I just said, hey, I'm not interested. He responded to me by saying, you're a 4 out of 10 anyways. You have a fat face. He had a fat face.
That's cool.
So there you go. I think that's it.
Nice.
What were you bullied for?
Cancer kid.
Yeah, you've told me that one.
Yeah, they called me Cancer Kid because I shaved my head like I have it now. However, I never had this level of muscle mass, so I did look like I was taken straight out of the St. Jude's ward and put in.
You were also very pale, weren't you?
Yeah.
Pale
well.
kid. Compared to didn't you go to a predominantly
much.
Mexican school?
Oh yeah, true. I guess you could
So,
put it that way.
you're
Like
very pale.
being white compared to Mexicans, I was pale. Yeah. I was like, no, I live in Southern California. Like my
I had a
skin,
tan.
Yeah, I had a tan. I went to the beach all
My
the time.
British skin.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. Cancer Kid. What else?
Is that it? Being too sexy.
No, some guy like was fascinated in high school. He pointed out a couple times. I have like hair on one of my eyebrows. I think this one.
Yeah.
That goes straight up.
Yeah.
And on this side, not.
I have that too.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a fucking weird, like,
very
detail to
normal.
acknowledge.
Yeah.
It's like,
There's this one photo of
how are you seeing that so much on my face? I didn't know that about myself.
Maybe he liked you.
He may have.
Well, because there's this one photo of you online. I think it was from the house tour that you did with Max. It's like this picture of you, like, I think lounging or something. And it's like I love that photo of you so much.
Oh.
You can tell like one of your eyebrows looks a little bit more like
Yeah.
whatever, and that's what makes it like more attractive. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I don't know. I think he was just into you.
Yeah.
Because I'm into that about you.
I will say that is a cool when it comes to like facial asymmetry. Mm-hmm. Or yeah.
Yeah.
Like that is one of the most acceptable forms of asymmetry in my opinion. Eyebrows
should be sisters, not twins.
Is that a fucking legal requirement?
Yeah, it's a hard rule in the
like I said, legal requirement.
in the eyebrow industry.
Eyebrows should be sisters, not twins.
Sisters, not twins.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, if they're twins, it looks.
Wait, tits should be sisters, not twins.
That's true too.
Yeah, well, that's just a fact.
Well, it's a fact if your tits are natural, but if
Yeah.
you're getting fake tits and
Right.
your surgeon's good, like if you want to look natural, let me clarify. Good is in like, you want to look natural.
Tits are
Tits
sisters,
should be
not
sisters,
twins.
not twins.
Wow.
Eyebrows.
I wonder if I can come up with that. Testicles should be
Brothers.
twins, not.
I haven't looked at testicles long enough.
Well, testicles is is a very silly one.
Butt cheeks should be twins, not sisters.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
You got to get your squats equal.
Yeah, I agree with that. Biceps should be.
Twins, not sisters.
Yeah.
No, but everybody's bicep's
know.
bigger than the other. And that's normal and natural. Don't go all fucking body. I feel so bad for men with body dysmorphia. It's so sad. Yeah, because a lot of them, they will measure their biceps, and if one's like smaller than the other, like it's normal.
Well, and it's so sad because that's part of like online like meme shit now. Like that's like your jack off arm.
No, I know it's sad. I feel bad. There's that, and then also your calves don't have to be big. You're still a muscular king. This is a very specific crowd that I'm talking to right now.
No, that's good. They need that.
Yeah, I just feel bad because that's the other thing. A lot of men get shamed for like having small calves, but it's genetic and you can't control it, and it doesn't fucking matter. No one other than like shitty people are looking at your calves and how big they are or small.
I will also say, just like getting more leg muscle, it doesn't even need to specifically be in your calves. Because you can fucking, like when I was boxing, there was a solid month that I was like looking down at my lower legs from the knee below.
Calves.
And I was like, whoa, this shit's crazy. But it wasn't even necessarily my calves that were huge. It was just like, there was just more mass everywhere.
Yeah, no, but you do have, you know who genetically has massive calves?
Who?
Do you want to guess? They boxed.
They boxed. Well, like on our card?
Yeah, genetically. Who?
Okay, who genetically in the Creator Clash crowd has massive calves?
Massive calves. And we're not counting
genetically.
We're not talking about John Morrison.
Okay. Oh, what a good question. All right, let me go through the list. Not Michael Reeves.
No, but he does have genetically massive calves as well, but that's not what I'm talking about.
Not Graham Stephan.
No.
Not Ryan McGee.
No, but he genetically, I mean, he built muscle really well.
Remember, all of these people
when I'm talking
are
about
beautiful people.
Yeah, we're talking about massive calves. Like,
calves.
Has no business having the calves that they do. Right? Like,
I love you putting it that way because that's like, I don't know, that feels like a very clippable moment. All right, who's the YouTuber or influencer with massive calves?
Massive calves. Who has no business.
Business.
No right to have calves that big. Needs to like gift some to other people because so blessed.
Fuck, now I'm trying to think of like just bigger people like Harley, but it wasn't.
Not Harley.
I don't think they're going to be that big.
No.
Ethan?
Nope.
Nestor?
Nope.
No?
I don't know why my brain was like, Klein? Do you want me to tell you?
No, let me give you two more guesses.
Okay. You're gonna, when you hear it, you're gonna be like, oh, of course.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah. It's like that in your face. Like, should sell his calves on OnlyFans.
Oh, man.
For other lifting men.
Man, now I'm having a hard time even thinking about people who are fighting. Ooh, I just heard your throat.
Yeah, sorry.
Damn.
There's a throat gurgle.
Sorry, it's a throat gurgle. Just tell me.
Eric, comment etiquette.
Oh.
Massive calves.
True.
And like, I don't think he lifts.
No.
He just genetically has massive.
They are massive.
Calves.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Because he came up to Seattle to finish his, what's it called?
Boxing training camp. Boxing training camp.
Yeah, his fucking calves are swollen.
Massive.
Yeah.
If Eric wanted to, he probably could compete. I think he has the genetics to compete in bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Because it seems like he really carries like muscle mass well and easily.
That's so cool.
So,
how different it is for everyone.
I should have said that too. That was like one of those things, like he was training with Michael and I was like looking at his calves. I was like, I should tell him like how excellent his calves are. But then I was like, I don't even think he would care.
Right. Yeah.
Eric would be like, oh, right. Thanks. Yeah. Which is valid. I mean, that
is a hard one to receive a compliment on as well. It just
seems like a joke.
I literally never
You're not in like the fitness bodybuilding world. Mm-hmm. It seems like somebody's making fun of you. Yeah. Right? Because only bodybuilding men care about their calves, or like men that are like hypertrophying out.
Yeah, it's kind of sad because that is a gift. That is like a beautiful thing. Yeah. You know, you want to be able to, highlight what makes you different and unique and, That's something that I think that we should like try and like remember more, is that there is something on you, guaranteed, that someone else like really envies and you probably don't even fucking know it. Right. Like I saw somebody talking about like the dark rings around the outside of your iris, and there's like
women that are like really jealous of other
weird.
women that have like the dark ring. Apparently it makes you like look younger or more attractive. But it's like such an obscure thing.
Right. You never even think of it.
You wouldn't even think of it. And there's probably like everybody has something for sure that other people look at and go like, fuck.
Yeah. Well, I've always hated having extremely like fine hair. But I know there are tons of people with thick hair that curls like crazy.
Yeah, that they can't control. They have to do a lot
They can't do whatever they want with it. That are jealous. And I've always thought the opposite. I'm like, oh man, I just like to have fucking hair that just fucking can't be moved.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, give me hair that doesn't move in
Always
the wind.
want what you can't have. It's
Yeah.
like there's a lot of women that are really insecure about like their long torsos. All I want is like a long torso.
Long torso.
I think like long torso like is like, so it's, we all want what we can't have. And everybody has something that somebody else wants. So there you go.
This is just a new segment I've decided to introduce. It's called the username giveaway.
Oh,
I'm giving away usernames. You can use these on any platform you choose.
nice.
Here we go. The Ethical Gamer.
That one's so good. Yeah, I like that one.
If you're ethical, if you like gaming, perfect.
Yeah, maybe you're a lawyer. Maybe you're like
Yeah, maybe you just think you're fucking fancy or something.
yeah, maybe you're a ponderer, you know.
Yeah, maybe you ponder. The Unprovocable Skeptic.
That one's so good. He said that one out loud in the kitchen and I shrieked. I literally shrieked.
Yeah.
'Cause I was like, that is the best thing I've ever heard in my life.
The best thing. You're like, your new username. Awesome.
The Unprovocable Skeptic.
Oh my God. Yeah, write that one down in the books. Unprovocable Skeptic. It's cool, right? Because it makes whoever is the unprovocable skeptic, they'll really feel as if they have themselves under control.
Yeah, and also like you got to live up to the name.
True. Yeah.
And you're also cutting people off at the pass. Like, hey, say whatever you want, man.
You cannot provoke me.
I'm unprovocable.
Yeah. Then we got the Flaming Atheist.
That one's good. I mean, I can't not think whenever I hear the word atheist now, which is kind of crazy. I always think about a banana in someone's ass.
Yeah. Yes, I do too.
Just the word atheist has been
I know,
banana
hijacked.
ass.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say the Amazing Atheist, that name is pretty legendary on YouTube.
It is.
For just being a fucking funny name.
Yeah, the name is
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. It's that and roaming millennial.
Yeah, that is a
that's
good
another-
one.
yeah.
Man.
It's just a funny name.
Yeah.
Roaming millennial.
Yeah. It's I don't know. I think some of the best usernames are the ones that are just a little bit based off your own name, because I feel like when you have complete separation, you end up with things like Amazing Atheist, Roaming Millennial, things like that are just too far distanced from you as a person.
Yeah, it's too nebulous.
By the way, that's the point of these names that I'm listing is they're all in that category, which makes them a bit cringe.
Yeah. I want to say shout out to my favorite names on YouTube, which I would say is Max Mofo. That's a really, really good one.
Yeah.
Chris Raygun's a really good one, in my opinion. I think iDubbbz is actually a really good one. Who else? Also just using your name, like William Osmond.
Yeah. Well, there are a ton that are a little bit more
I love Donkey.
Yeah.
Donkey is so good.
Yeah, that is a good one.
It's gotta be like that.
Jenna Marbles?
Is her name Jenna Marbles?
I don't know.
That's the good thing. That's cool, though.
But you know that her name has to be Jenna.
Yeah. You just don't know if her last name is Marbles.
Which is fine. It's close enough.
Probably isn't. It's probably something like Jenna, Maybell or something.
Right.
And she just...
There's a lot of that going on. A lot. I appreciate usernames a lot more once I know a little bit of the background and I know oh shit, you're being a bit cheeky with your own middle name, last name, first name. You've snuck it in there in a way that the average person wouldn't be able to tell, but you and maybe close friends, family do know.
Yeah. I like that.
And last but not least, the buttered liberal.
The buttered liberal.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fuck.
The buttered liberal is a little bit. I don't know.
It's kind of horny, I think. The buttered liberal.
Yeah. I mean, this one, it's like
arm candy.
Just arm candy.
Arm candy.
I mean, that's good.
The buttered arm candy.
The buttered arm candy. Oof. I'm trying to figure out where the buttered part might actually play in. I don't think.
I liked the username you didn't include in there that you always reference, and maybe it's because you're saving for yourself. The gargantuan orangutan.
Oh, yeah. I've given that one away on stream before.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to come up with some new ones.
Yeah. Wow, you can see my... Man. See, with this new setup, you can see a lot more of my tattoos. I'm trying to, like...
Very cool, very cool. Oh, look at us. We're both crossing our beautiful legs.
I'm trying to show the...
No one cares.
What? What the hell?
Yeah, no one gives a fuck. Okay, I want another new segment that I've just come up with here now in this moment is boomer phrases.
Oh, okay.
Also, this is a good opportunity to mention that there are a lot of people, not a lot, a few people who mentioned in the last episode we were having a hard time figuring out if our parents are boomers. And the truth is we did basically come to the conclusion in that podcast that we're kind of both right. It being like a orange Tic Tac moment where like they're on the cusp
they're
of
right
like Gen X and boomer.
Yeah.
So technically they're
right in the middle.
They're either both or one or the
Neither.
other or whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
Neither? I like that idea. They're born on a leap year, so they're neither.
They're a secret third thing.
Okay. Yeah. This boomer phrase that I just like randomly came in my head the other day, I think it's because I was about to use it, or I did use it on Anisa, and that was, I was not warned.
Yes. Yeah. I was not warned. That's like when they're complaining to the manager or someone.
A service worker.
I was not warned. I need a refund. I was not warned.
Yeah.
We were talking about because Merlin's one ear hasn't gone all the way up. Because Boston's, their ears are supposed to go all the way up.
God.
So we were making a joke that we wanted to like return him to the breeder and say I was not warned.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah.
I was not warned.
Yeah, I wasn't warned. I feel like I have heard that.
Yeah.
You know, when a boomer is like they're arguing with a service worker at like Best Buy or somewhere, trying to return an item and they're past the return date, or there's some other reason as to why they can't accept the return, and they're like, "But it's this. I wasn't warned."
Yeah, no. You know what that also reminds me of? You just telling that story. Recently, I went to get my skin checked at the skincare doctor, the dermatologist.
Yeah.
And this very angry, loud boomer man came like fucking storming into the establishment, and he was like, I have an appointment. And the woman was like, oh, what's your name? And he gives his name, and she's like, oh no, your appointment's for tomorrow. And he had I was not warned freak out. But it was because he like he claimed he got a phone call that said it was today. And then he was like, and I got this text and it said it was today. I wasn't told. And he opens up his phone and he looks at the text and it says tomorrow. And so he like it was so awkward to watch, like him kind of like have to be like, well, I guess I'll come back tomorrow then. Yeah. Like still mad. It's like you've literally been shown that you can't read. You're the problem. And you're still angry.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
I feel like that's one of those moments where you're getting caught up.
Yeah.
And you put the cart before the horse a little bit, where it's like, oh.
He was yelling at them already.
Yeah.
Before he was like, this can't do. I'm here right now. I'm like, okay.
That was the type of like word vomiting that he was doing.
Yeah.
You even just now saying like, this can't do.
Yeah, no, he was
He
being
literally
really,
said something like that.
really mad. It was so uncomfortable. And we're sitting there like, oh my fucking God. But that was I was not warned.
Yeah.
I have a boomer phrase.
Oh.
No shit, Sherlock.
That is not a boomer phrase. No,
and
I can't
kids who
accept
get
that.
raised by their grandparents now say it because that's what their fucking grandpa would say.
I can't
No
accept
shit,
that.
Sherlock. What?
Maybe I can.
I feel like that's a...
Yeah.
No?
It's a phrase. I haven't heard it
Like,
often
imagine
enough.
like an angry boomer man on like a golf course. And someone's someone's
that's
like,
true.
oh, we
It's a
can't
little
get
bit-
your ball out of the pond. And he goes, no shit, Sherlock.
Right. So my problem is my experience with, I think, I haven't had too much experience in instances where like a boomer man would be in that like state of mind.
Okay.
The way you just described it though is like on a golf course, like that is where they'd come out to play.
Yeah, the no shit Sherlock.
Like thinking about my grandpa though, or my dad, or any of these people, adult men in my life. I think they're all like a little bit too watching their mouth, so they wouldn't say no shit Sherlock.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fair. I think unfortunately, because one of my boomer family members is Arab, and his sayings definitely were
Right.
not at all like that. And the other one is he was an Irishman.
Right.
And he would just
no, I could see that.
say bloody a lot when he was really mad, which apparently is really bad to say. If
Bloody?
if you're Irish and you say bloody, like you are like,
You're 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Fuming.
I think he explained because it's Bloody Sunday reference.
Oh.
But yeah, so I don't know.
I watched this one live leak type video today on Reddit.
I'm sorry. That
Of
sucked.
this, no, it wasn't too bad. I say live leak makes it sound so much worse.
Yeah, it
than
sounds
it
freaking
is.
horrible.
It's almost immediately like death.
Yeah.
Wasn't live leak at all.
Okay.
I actually haven't seen a live leak video in ages. I wonder if it's still up and running.
Twitter, X.
Twitter's
is
the new live
basically
leak.
that, yeah.
But it was, I think they were in Ireland or somewhere. And this guy was just like chilling in his car. And this old man, not that old, like maybe he's in his like 50s, 60s, came over with like those big clippers for like to trim a hedge.
Oh.
And the guy's like door was open, and this boomer like basically goes to fucking like stab him with the clippers because he's like angry at him. And this guy had to like, while filming him, had to like with his other hand like wrestle him to the ground.
Oh my fucking
And he's
God.
like screaming at him like, you fucking bastard. Well, that wasn't the right.
You freaking bastard!
You freaking bastard, you. That's like some Far Cry 2, like South African, like.
I was thinking like angry
Voice.
Russian.
No.
I don't even know what that was.
Maybe.
I
But
like it.
he was calling him a bastard repeatedly.
Fuck. Yeah,
And,
bastard's another one.
Yeah, it was a little bit scary because on every time I see one of these videos of someone kind of going off on an old person or an old person going off on someone, I'm always now sitting there thinking like, are we looking at Alzheimer's?
I
Are we looking at dementia?
I know.
Like, what are we looking at?
Yeah.
And the guy, I think we might have been looking at a little bit of dementia.
Yeah.
Because, like, the guy didn't say much.
Yep.
The old man didn't say much. The most he said, which unfortunately it does make you think that he was in enough sentient headspace for it to be like malicious. Was while he was like holding onto his clippers as the guy was like pinning him down, and he's like, "Get off of me!" And then
That's so Alzheimer's coded though. Get off of me! It's like,
I ain't doing nothing.
yeah, it's literally so
no, but
Alzheimer's.
he said the guy was like, "You just tried to stab me," and then the guy's like, "You're paranoid."
Yeah.
And I'm like, paranoid?
Yeah.
Like, that's an interesting word to use when you literally were going to fucking stab him
yeah.
with your clippers. Like, you had those in your hand and you like shoved him
Yeah.
in this dude's face.
Yeah.
Who's sitting in a car.
Yeah.
Like, it's like nuts shit. I'm like,
Fuck.
being that like separated from reality makes me think dementia, something.
Yeah, that's the sad thing about like dementia and Alzheimer's is like I think people picture a certain age where it happens, and then like anything younger, it can't be that. But like Alzheimer's early onset can happen as early as 35.
Yeah.
My dad got it at 51.
And yeah, I mean, we all want.
And they can be aggressive.
Yes.
And like really, thankfully, my dad is not. My dad is a very gentle human being. He's always been that way. But like, I do not envy people who have like Alzheimer's.
Especially if you don't have your shit figured out.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
Alzheimer's doesn't make it easier.
No. And they, if they get out of the house, like, we've got like child locks on all the doors and everything. And still, like life's hard. And sometimes maybe you forget to fucking, and he'll get, he's gotten out and he's gotten into the neighbor's house before. And like, thankfully, like the neighbor, one, we live in Canada, so nobody's got guns. But you see like a young enough looking man in your house, obviously you're gonna freak out.
Yeah.
And it's just sad because it's just a sad situation. So like anytime I see shit like that, there's a piece of me that's like, I hope not.
Yeah.
I hope this guy's just an asshole.
Yeah, I will say, yeah, I know. I will say, it was all handled like as appropriately as it should, given the circumstances. Like, it made sense. I think the guy who was getting assaulted basically like handled it pretty well. He was basically like, I'm going to fucking pin you down. He was like, this is citizen's arrest. He was like concerned with that at the time. And I'm like, oh, you don't need to be concerned with whether it's legal to tackle this guy. It's like if he actually was fucking waving those around in your face, like you can fuck him up. Very valid.
Yeah. Man, I do want to take the time to say, like, the nice thing about the charity money that we raised the first year for Creator Clash, the money that went to the Alzheimer's Association, they actually put it towards funding, helping. They have a program where they go around and they teach cops how to properly interact with and treat Alzheimer's patients when they're called for. Because when you have an Alzheimer's patient in your home, sometimes you need help with them when they get violent.
Yeah.
And the scariest thing to do is call the cops. So training programs that help cops understand how to handle those situations is it's something.
Yeah, and it's so cool as well once you know what to look for. It really opens up your world because before I knew what Alzheimer's actually looked like and how kind of rampant it is, I think I definitely did. I was in that headspace of like, oh, this is an asshole. Who's this asshole?
Yeah.
Because you think everyone is like on the same playing field, same. Yeah, exactly.
But nope.
Yeah, not at all. And, just being able to fucking spot like, oh, something's off.
Something's off. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same with people experiencing psychotic breaks, right? Schizophrenic psychotic breaks. Like something's off. And like most of the time, people who are experiencing psychotic breaks, schizophrenic breaks, they're in more danger of themselves than other people are of them.
I think some people are just like, I don't know, we're so used to seeing like drunk people, like, or people who are just generally high or whatever, doing shit and kind of going buck wild.
Yeah.
And it's all
also
different.
It's sad though, because with psychosis and things like that, you only hear about the sensationalized stuff that like happens, right? So like when people think of schizophrenia in Canada, they think about the guy on the Greyhound bus.
Yeah.
But that is like one case of like many where it really is the person who is experiencing the psychosis is in the most danger and does need help. And having police properly trained, because they're the most likely to interact with people like that, whether it's psychosis or Alzheimer's, is very, it's something.
Yeah.
It's better than nothing. But
yeah,
I wish we had a crisis. We've talked about this privately, but for things like psychotic episodes and domestic violence calls, I wish that we had a different system rather than the 21-year-old male cop going in to like try and de-escalate the situation.
Yeah. It's very sad to think about, I think this is the most credit I can give cops is the fact that they're asked to do all of the things.
Yeah, it's
and
a
I
lot.
don't think, it's fair that we've set up a system where they're de-escalating. They're
not
supposed
qualified.
to de-escalate domestic violence calls.
Most of the time, they make it's
deal with homeless people.
yeah. Domestic violence calls are the most dangerous for cops to go to.
Yeah.
Because if you cannot de-escalate, it escalates.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's...
And I think, ultimately, I think if we did have people who were trained in this
Yeah.
and they understood de-escalation and psychology
Yeah.
and were well-versed, it is just... we love talking about creating more jobs and shit.
I know.
Like, that's the perfect way to create more jobs.
Yeah. We
is
don't
to
need
actually...
cops going to those calls.
Yeah, differentiate these things because they're very different.
Yeah. There's also been a ton of studies where they've asked victims of domestic violence, like,
Did it make it better?
did it make it better? Do you feel safer? Did it make you feel worse?
Yeah.
And a large swath of them was like, this made me feel worse.
Yeah.
I mean, even when you watch the
Brian Laundrie?
Gabby Hanna,
Yep.
the body cam footage. For those of you who don't know, Gabby Hanna was a woman who was murdered.
Wait.
Not Gabby Hanna. Oh my God.
Not Gabby Hanna.
Not Gabby Petito.
Yes.
Oh my God. Poor kid. Sorry. I'm sorry, Gabby.
Yeah. I'm glad I caught it because
no,
I was
yeah.
like, that is so right.
No, yeah, no.
Preach.
Sorry. Gabby Petito was a girl who was murdered on a van life trip with her boyfriend at the time, Brian Laundrie. And he left her body in the woods, drove back to his house in Florida in her van, and acted like nothing happened. It was insane.
It was big news. It was crazy.
It was very fucking insane to watch. But there was body cam footage that came out of cops stopping them for a domestic dispute call that worried onlookers had called in.
Yeah.
And they thought that Brian was the victim.
Yep.
And they made her feel shitty and small, and like they didn't understand what was going on. If you are a victim of domestic abuse, you could have looked at the situation. Like it was very triggering for me because it's like she was taking all the blame. She was like really trying to like make herself small and just make the cops go away. And the cops were like, "Yep, makes sense to me." Like they took him to a hotel, right? They like separated them or whatever. Anyways, it became very clear to crisis experts after, like experts that deal in domestic violence, like what was going on and how poorly that was handled. And she could have been saved.
Yeah.
But we just don't have the right people interacting in these calls.
And it's like, obviously it's hard to blame these cops given
They're young.
what they're well, and also like given the environment you're in. Like it's a bunch of other like male cops.
Yeah. Who statistically abuse their wives at a pretty high rate. Just gonna put that out there.
Yeah, and it's just like it's tricky.
Yeah.
It's so tricky when you don't know what to look for.
It's not their job. It's really not.
Like they show up to the fucking scene and they're like, "Oh yeah, she's fucking."
She said she hit him.
Yeah, Gabby's like fucking. She's crying. She's a mess. She must have done something.
Well, because the cop.
And Brian's all cool and collected, and it's like, come on.
The cop who took him in his car to like drive him to the hotel was saying like, yeah, my ex-wife's crazy too, and like this is the way it is, and like you got to stay away from the crazies or whatever the fuck he was saying. And it like I think it came out later that guy himself, the cop, has his own
issues.
Yeah. Which shocker.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. It shouldn't be their job. Yeah. It should be their job to run into schools.
I also feel like
and shoot the school shooter, which they also don't do. Right. Right. That should be their job.
Maybe that should be a different job as well.
No,
I
think they should just do. I think they should just do it.
I think they should just give out traffic tickets. Wait, no.
No.
What do I want cops to do primarily?
Parking tickets.
No.
Oh, I know. Fundraisers.
No.
They can't have their guns.
We have the SWAT teams to deal with schools. Wait, no.
Well,
the cops are SWAT.
Yeah. That's
fuck.
their elite.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
Okay, that should be separate. SWAT should be its own thing.
Okay.
Okay, and what the cops should be doing
Yeah.
is they should be
Give
hanging
hugs.
around.
Hanging around.
Hanging around like, you know, when people are just like leaving the bar, they should just be hanging around.
Making sure people are not choking on their own
that's what a
vomit.
security guard is. Okay, more authority to the security guards and make cops
maybe not,
security guards.
Maybe not more authority. Maybe same
As
authority. Maybe
No, you should give them some bean bags to throw at people.
not even like a beanbag gun, just bean bags
Yeah.
that they can like
A
huck at people.
slingshot with bean bag.
Yeah, okay.
Ouch.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you get hit by, hey,
Yeah.
that's smarts.
No, I like that.
Yeah.
I I do think like okay, this is what cops should do. Okay.
Preach.
Bars on the weekends, they should go, and if someone is walking, maybe like they should, you know, get a cab and they seem unsafe, you stop them, say, "Hey, I'll call you a cab." Somebody's maybe on the street sleeping, you don't want them to choke on their vomit, maybe roll them over, you carry Narcan with you.
So what you're describing is basically like a peace officer.
Yeah.
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 That's
But
so
even
sad.
but peace officers, the problem with peace officers in Canada is that a lot of them like guard private
Yeah, business and shit. Yeah.
which I don't like. They should just
Right. Yeah, I kind of like that idea of being a little bit more of like a resource pack that's wandering.
So what they sold me when I was going into policing in Edmonton, what they sold me on was you're a social worker on the street. I was like, that sounds fucking sick. And then I went into it and I was like, this is not
what you
what
described.
you said it was. So if it was a social worker on the
Yeah.
street, like a true social worker, great.
Yeah, I feel like that should be, because it is going to scare off a lot of people who have good intentions and like want to have just, like you said, a social worker on the street kind of job.
Yeah.
And I think there are a lot of people out there, like even looking at these real life superheroes in Seattle and elsewhere, what they do is literally that, where it's
Social
like,
work.
here's some fucking out of my own fucking private money.
Yeah.
I'm going to give some,
Socks, condoms.
packages to the homeless or whoever. I'm going to carry around some medical aid for whoever needs it. Water. And I think I like your extra added detail there of like, you know, having the authority of being a cop and just being the presence around bars or elsewhere to make sure people are getting home safely. They're not getting into their car drunk.
That happens a lot. Like,
And you can cut it off at the pass as long as you're there.
Yeah.
But they're like more often than not, I think, like responding to things when they're getting bad.
Yes. Like, so recently there was another boy or young man who left a bar and he ended up in the river. He experienced dry drowning. Have you ever heard of dry drowning before? I didn't know what that was. But basically, like, you inhale water and then it sits in your lungs and you can't get oxygen through your lungs. So you don't need very much water to dry drown.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So you can like fall in and like aspirate the water a bit and then it gets in your lungs and that's it.
Oh, wow.
So a lot of kids die from dry drowning. But if you're drunk, that's what happened to this guy.
Okay.
And that happens very often in that, not very often, but it happens, it has happened in that river. There was the boy in Edmonton at the bar that I took you to, the ranch, who he left in -40 weather and no one stopped him and he froze to death. And they had to shut down that bar. So if there were cops around that like, cause this shit happens and they just like saw young people who are doing things that normally they wouldn't do, you know, protect them. That's way better. I just feel like,
I think we overcomplicate it a lot of the time and we're just like, oh yeah, you just, you know, we really need to be like active and like pursue. And it's just like, no, literally just like,
they don't even do anything.
that's why.
The drunk driver that we called in, it took them like 20 minutes. I told them, I was like, this is really bad. He's like going into oncoming traffic and shit. I told them where he was going. They hung up with me. They said, okay, we're sending someone out. Got a text. Everyone's busy. We'll let you know when we send out a car. 30 minutes later, when we got to the airport, they were like, we're dispatching a car.
Yeah.
That's what the cops do?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. That made me so mad.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I guess medicine as well, where it's like, this is all the stuff that we want, that we're trying to put money and effort into things that are heavy value, which mostly comes in the form of preemptive, like preemptive medicine, preemptive, in this case.
Yeah, preemptive is always the...
whatever the cops are doing.
Like the best medicine for heart disease is preventive medicine.
Exactly. And yeah, I think just being where, like, I mean, I'm sure we figured it out to an extent, but we can do better.
Definitely. That's what
I mean, America can definitely do better.
Everyone who's like, "Whoa, defund the police, like who are you going to call?" Yes, fucking no one.
Yeah, no one.
Cuz like I called and nothing happened. So like what?
Yeah.
What are we even protecting anymore?
That is like definitely one of those things that I have become very disenchanted by, is the idea of like, but you're going to be real glad once you're getting molested in your home, you're going to be real glad that the cops exist.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, I'm already in hell if I'm getting molested in my home.
Yeah, we're way past where we should be at that point.
Yeah.
It's even, I had a friend there was someone who was having a crisis in front of her apartment, screaming bloody murder for like, I don't know, 10 minutes, lying down, screaming. She was like, I'm really concerned. She called 911 3 times. The first 2 times, no one picked up. Like, it was just like, it just rang. And then the third time she called, they were like, if you can't like confirm that there's something seriously wrong, like we can't use resources in that way, basically is what they said.
Interesting, yeah.
And this was in LA.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, not enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
basically.
basically.
Guy screaming outside of apartment now is not enough, which is so concerning because 911 was invented because when someone was screaming outside of your apartment, you need someone to call.
Right, yeah. Yeah, just let it ride, basically.
Yeah. See what happens. If he's still there in the morning, let us know. It's like fucking wildlife rescue. You're calling wildlife rescue. If it makes it through the night in the box, call us in the morning.
Call us when someone who's neurotypical is getting too drunk.
Yeah, literally.
Call us then.
It's so weird.
If they're destroying your private property, call us then.
Call us then. Call us after you've shot someone and they're bleeding in your front yard.
In your front yard, yeah.
Because
Don't
it's your
call
job.
us if someone's screeching like a bird.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just what they like to do, is screech like
America.
a bird.
They can't exercise their freedom.
That's freedom of speech, First Amendment. Need I remind you? Need I stutter?
Need I stutter? That's Boomer.
Yeah. Need I stutter?
And Yellow Belly.
Yellow Belly. Sapsucker.
Liver spotted.
Liver spotted.
That's what
I
boomers
like
are.
that. They're liver spotted.
Yeah, they're liver spotted.
Ooh, we should start calling them that.
Liver spots?
You liver spotted motherfucker.
Man, that sounds so...
Yeah. Fucked up. Yeah.
Chewy and kind of like mudblood.
Oh, yeah.
Or muggle.
Oh, maybe, what about just like liver spot? All right, liver spot.
Yeah, I like that. What were you calling them? Ancients?
I was calling them ancients.
Yeah, ancients.
Yeah, we got to be kind to the ancients because they're decrepit.
Yeah.
And resmarted.
Yeah, they are decrepit. Yeah, true.
All right. That is going to do it for this podcast.
This is the podcast.
For the ages.
We have a podcast. Man, every time I can see myself now, it's like a jump scare.
Yeah, that's all right.
We have a podcast that we do on Patreon.
Yeah, uploaded every Wednesday. So if this podcast isn't enough for you, also this is available on Spotify and other podcasting platforms. You know, if you use those, you don't have to look at our ugly faces. You can listen to the voices. So a lot of options.
Our beautiful voices.
Yep. And we also include a audio version on the Patreon as well. So if you just want to listen there to the bog, you can. And a lot of insider information on the bog.
Yeah. And Dane will be back next week.
Yes. Momentarily.
Yeah, he'll break up our fucking smelling our own fart session for you guys.
It'll be cool. I'm excited. That's
the thing that I worry about because we're married. I just feel like we...
Smelling our own farts too much?
We're always smelling our own fucking farts.
Yeah, that is an accurate concern. But yeah, I mean, maybe next time we can have new art project in the form of our little fucking
Arts and crafts. Arts and crafts.
little arms. All right, thank you guys. Hasta.
La vista.